back to the next episode of Waifu Wars. Uh, I'm that demon king that wants you to come at me with everything you got. Dooby doo.
And I'm that shy Shota who's asking you out, so Roni.
Welcome back to the next episode of Waifu Wars. We're talking about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb, but not your waifu, because she is trash.
Preshu.
How you doing, Oni?
I'm feeling a lot better than yesterday. How are you doing, Drew?
Um, I'm also feeling okay for the most part. Um, yeah, no, it's a relatively chill weekend. I'm saying it because I'm like, was it? I feel like it was. No, yeah, no, it was a relatively chill weekend. So a little bit of rest before we start with the bullshit that is next week.
Yay.
Yeah, so without any further ado, let's get into it. Start the podcast, and as always, we start with our new segment this week in anime. So my news is very, very, very light according to Anime News Network. Yasobi's Oshinoko anime opening song "Idol" streamed over 400 million times.
Woo!
Fastest song to reach a milestone. Also has charted third longest #1 reign at 19 weeks.
Lasted longer than the anime.
Is that including the time off?
Yeah.
Maybe, honestly.
Possibly, actually, yeah.
Mm-mm. And the gag is, this is apparently Yasobi's fourth song to
Ever?
no, the fourth one to exceed 400 million streams.
Damn. I didn't know they were like that.
Period. Okay. So yeah, they are doing the thing, like, yeah.
Did not know they were cooking like that.
They are cooking. Hold on. Let's see. Idol Song has been streamed more than 10 million times during each of its 19 weeks, the longest streak in the chart's history. In 12 consecutive weeks of those 19 weeks, Idol was streamed more than 20 million times. Let's see, in Oricon's weekly digital single chart, the song has been in the top 3 for 19. I said that already, and ranked at #2 for 11.5k downloads approximately in the past week, and it has almost 500,000 overall downloads. I'm just not giving the whole number because I don't feel like it.
577,366.
If you want, and not even close. But yeah. I mean, you're close to 500,000, but
yeah,
well, you're on the wrong side. It's under.
Damn.
Way to expose him, Oni.
Sorry,
yeah. If you want the number, you could just click the link in our description and look it up yourself. Look that shit up yourself.
Do your own research.
Yep. Also, ranked #1 on the Billboard Global exclusive US chart. Like, there's like something that's like EXCL. I'm assuming that's exclusive.
Exclusive US. This Japanese song is one among the exclusive
US charts. The global exclusive chart. Okay, maybe we need something else. I don't know.
They're exclusively global.
I don't know, man. Basically, it's done incredible. It is doing very, 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 very well.
Despite your hatred for it,
I don't hate it. It's just I don't like. It's a fine song. it's a fine song. It has a chorus. It has some verses.
It has a chorus.
Period. Oh, and then also another silly piece of news. Apparently, Halud is I'm assuming they're like some kind of store, is selling Christmas Yu Yu Hakusho sweaters.
I saw that. They looked great.
They do look really, really
I want the
cool.
Yusuke one.
Girl, I almost want to like. Yeah, okay. So I feel like in terms of like my favorite, um, surprisingly, I feel like Hiei. I don't know. Is Hiei my favorite? It's between here or Yusuke. It might be Yusuke. It might be my favorite one as well. There's Yusuke, then Hiei, then Kobara, because I feel like Kobara is like, well, then it's truly a Christmas shirt, because look how ugly he is. And then surprisingly, Kurama, the most beautiful of the four, is last, because why the fuck would you write Rose Whip? I don't know. I just you could have just kept that and had the picture of Kurama.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I didn't put in the Tokuro brothers because who the fuck cares about them? Yeah, apparently these are on sale at the Village Vanguard site, and they cost about $100, which is why I won't be getting one.
Yeah, that's the only downside.
Right, like this is one of the things if I was rich, yes, this would be the things I'd be spending my money on.
It's like a cool, like, yeah, it's like a cool, just like novelty thing, but cool novelty shirts shouldn't be $100. So,
right, like who am I gonna? I mean, what? Honestly,
like I'm just
anime NYC. I would probably wear Anime NYC because that's the only convention that's like cold. Yeah. That's the only cold convention we have. But yeah, so yeah, that's my news. What do you got for us, Sonny?
All right. So in the Tight Moon side of things, Sugihime visual novel remake English trailer shows first scene and opening video. Aniplex of America has begun streaming an English announcement trailer on Wednesday for the U.S. release of Sugihime, a piece of Blue Glass Moon, which is the remake of Sugihime. It will be releasing in North America in 2024. So far,
Oof.
but I don't think we've ever gotten a official translation of the original Sugihime or Fate Stay Night. I don't think there's an actual like legit translation of Fate Stay Night. So I think this might be like one of the first Tight Moon properties that we get that's actually officially licensed, like visual novels. I think last year we got Mahosuku or whatever it's called, Mahoko, and now we're getting Sugihime. So I like that it's showing Tight Moon is starting to send more visual novels our way.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yes, I'm hyped. I'll probably play it on stream when it comes out. Can't guarantee I'll finish it, but I will play it.
Bitch, at this point, can we even guarantee that you play it on stream?
Yes, we can guarantee I'll play it on stream. It will probably be like a couple of times.
Right, I'll play it on
I'm making the guarantee right now.
For a total of one time, twice if you're lucky.
We'll see.
Alright, so we're done with our news, but before we start our weekly reviews, we're going to have yet another filler arc, especially to make up for the fact that we don't have a lot of anime to cover this week.
Yeah.
Well, Oni, take it away.
So, in preparation for the second half of Jujutsu Kaisen of the second season, I actually binged the first season since I hadn't seen that yet, for those of you who've been following. I binged it. I had originally watched it a couple of years ago and dropped it because I was lied to. But I listen, we're gonna get into it.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it a lot. It was hilarious. The cast is great. The music was way better than I was expecting it to be. Like, oh my god, some of those action scenes that synced up with the soundtrack were like sending shivers down my spine. And it was a way funnier than I was expecting it to. I would almost say that this is like half comedy, half action. Like there's a lot of comedy in Jujutsu Kaisen that I was not ready for. I was fucking laughing my ass off. And yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9.5. Honestly,
I'm so
I
shocked because even I didn't
I
rate
know
it that high.
that highly. It's a it's a shift of extremes because hold on, because the first time I was recommended it, people were overhyping it to hell.
I don't think I overhyped it. I just said it was
Not
good.
necessarily you,
Right,
but like
I know.
Twitter
I
and
just want to make
Discord.
sure, like, because
I
I
had people
was
telling me,
I was telling you to watch it because I'm just like, oh, this is really
yes,
enjoyable. Like,
I had people telling me it was like Vinland Saga and Higurashi
all right,
and
all right.
and Maiden Abyss. So I'm here thinking like, oh, this is gonna be a serious psychological
Oh
horror
my
thriller that is
god.
gonna be
Okay,
like
who
really well written.
okay, because you're saying people specifically told you that, so I need names so I can ban them.
I told Orion, I'm not gonna dig 3 years in history in our Discord, but there were people in our Discord. If you're listening to this, you know who you are. Announce yourselves in the comments.
And I'm
Who are
judging,
comparing it to
and
Vinland
I'm
Saga.
judging you. I hope you're feeling my judgment.
I forget if
Shame.
somebody I saw that on Twitter that we were comparing it to Vinland Saga, but somebody in Discord definitely compared it to Higurashi, which was like
Wild.
ooh,
Wild.
Higurashi.
Wild. It's just a better Naruto or something. Like,
because they were like, oh, you like horror like Higurashi, you don't like Jujutsu Kaisen. It's the same.
it's not even scary. What?
It is it's the same at all.
What?
There's nothing. So I was led astray.
Dark Gathering, Naruto.
Yeah, I was led astray. I'm like, the first time I watched, I was like, "What the fuck? This is too silly and cartoony. I don't like this." But then I went in with like an open mind 2 years later and was like, "Whatever. I'm just expecting this to be Naruto." And going in with super low expectations,
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, holy shit! This is amazing." Which is how you should go into it.
Yes.
It's fun. It's a really fun show.
Yes.
It's still a shonen.
It's still a shonen, but it's very, very fun.
I actually think it's similar. I would call it the modern day Yu Yu Hakusho because it feels very Yu Yu Hakusho like. Like even the cast, like I see a lot of the cast of Yu Yu Hakusho in this. Like just a ragtag team of teens who like teens with attitude who don't give a fuck and just are chilling and beating up demons and stuff. There's also a lot of parody and like subversion and stuff. Like they openly reference other shonen all the time. Like, well, what's his name? Yuji was like, I want to learn how to do a Kamehameha, or I want to learn how to do a Rasengan, and Gojo was like, no, you're not gonna do that. So I was shocked by the level of like self-referential humor and just like crazy quirky things that just happen in the middle of fights. Like they'll be fighting and then Nobunaga will pull out a fucking squeaky toy hammer to hit the girl with because she doesn't want to kill her. Just random shit. The panda was great.
Oh, the panda's like one of my favorites. Yeah.
You know that's Gil's voice actor.
Wow.
Yeah, sounds nuts.
Not even a little. Come on, talent. Come on, voice acting.
My only issue with the entire series really was just that the middle was kind of boring-ish. Like the whole arc with the kid in the school and was turned into a demon and his mom died or whatever. That was kind of meh, but the beginning was hype and then it ended on a very very good note with the tournament arc and everything.
Yeah, not the tournament arc.
Listen, I'm calling it a tournament arc, all right?
Yeah.
The Chunin exam.
That's much more accurate.
Yeah, the Chunin exam arc was great.
Wait, which one? I'm looking. I forgot which one was Muscle Daddy? Muscle Daddy Teenager.
Fuck! I forgot his name.
I'm looking...
I should have a list of their names right next to me.
I'm looking up and down the list of characters. I'm just like, why do I not see him? Am I blind? Oh, this is Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I can't find him.
He was great too. My best of friend.
Best of friend, right? It was, outside of him just being big bada man, he was also very, very, very cool, and that's why I want to make Snoo Snoo with him.
Yes, you listen. If you must have been in heaven because if there's one thing that Jujutsu Kaisen had, it was a lot of sexy guys and not that many women. This is not a. This is like the anti fairy tale.
I mean, I feel like I don't think they're like. I still don't think it's a total sausage fest. I'm just saying it is more men than women. But also, that's like most shonen. That's also most shonen.
I know. I mean, I'm
like you're not saying anything revolutionary.
I guess.
If you're about to say that's not the ones I watch, it's because you don't watch any.
I watch Fairy Tail. I watch Fairy Tail.
That is like that is an exception.
Oh damn! Maybe that's why I don't watch shonen. There's too many.
Too many. Todo. There we go. That's his name.
Yes, Todo.
Oh, now his voice actor also being cute. Hello.
Mm.
Oh no!
What females we did have, they were all really great though, except for one, which we'll get to. Should I go over the list, the tier list?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So I made a tier list.
Let me see if I can
and I wanted to rank all the characters based on season 1. Should be our latest post.
Here we go. Okay, I found it.
So we're all right. Did you know that what's her name was gonna be my favorite girl, Miwa? Did you just assume that? Or did you think I'd like Nobara more?
I didn't think you were gonna like Nobara because she's so. She's not like femininity isn't like her.
That's why I like her. She's like such a tomboy.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes. Oh, right. You like one of those. She is true. Yes, she's truly the perfect
tomboy.
Yeah, she's. Well, let me phrase that. She's true. Your version of a tomboy. Your version of a tomboy,
which is super hot and very feminine, but just aggressive. And slightly crazy.
I had to preface this with the fact that I literally have forgotten like most of these characters. Right. Cool. I remember me liking Miwa.
Yes, Miwa is basically just Aqua, but like not as mean spirited. She's nice Aqua. She's just really dumb and dorky and is like the butt of every joke. But she's super cute and adorable. I love her. She's my waifu for the show. So I hope she stays safe and gets lots of screen time.
I see that Nanami is also a top character. He is also mine, but probably for very different reasons.
He's just very different reasons. He's just really fucking cool. I actually like him more than Gojo.
I think the reasons why you like him are the reasons why I'm attracted to him. If that makes any sense.
But I'm like, I just like he's cool, and you're like, oh, he's hot for the same reason though. For the same.
Yeah, like and his voice actor. Oh my god.
Oh, his voice actor is incredible. Oh my.
Like what
the way he talks so calmly and like calculated even during combat.
And I'm just like, oh, damn you, Kenjiro Tsuda.
I need the Nami ASMR.
I feel like you're. I'm like, wait, what other roles did he do? Now he's Nathan Seymour and Tiger Bunny.
That makes sense. I remember hearing that voice. He has a very distinct voice.
Oh, he's Ogata from Golden Kamui.
There we go. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's Shisaki from My Hero Academia. The guy that like the guy with he wore like the beak mask.
Yeah.
Let's see who else he was. Oh, he was Johnny Bolt in Super Crooks. Okay, this guy's a pretty decent voice actor.
Yeah, he has a resume.
Like that is interesting.
he was my favorite. I just like related so hard to his backstory. Like, I was a sorcerer and it was shitty. Then I became a salaryman and that was also shitty. So I was like, fuck it, I'll go back to being a sorcerer. He's just so quirky and fun and actually a good mentor and stuff. That's what I love about all these characters. They're very quirky and fun, but they also have like a serious side, and they're very caring in their own way too. Like, they're very multifaceted for shonen characters, which is not very common. So yeah, my S tiers were Nanami is my favorite in the show. Gojo, I expected him to get a lot more screen time than he for as popular as he is, but he didn't really get that.
He didn't get that much, but the time that he did,
yeah, the times that he did, he was incredible. So that's why he's in my S tier. Miwa S tier because my waifu, and Nobara is also just carried the show a lot for me. She just every scene she's in is just fucking great, especially the last fight of the season was great with her. For A, this one's a bit controversial, I think, because Yuji, I actually like Yuji. He's one of my favorite shonen protags. He's very funny, very fun, but he also street fights. He reminds me a lot of Yusuke. He's basically modern day Yusuke. I love him.
Yeah, Yuji's cool. Like, he's cool, and I like that. I almost like that he's not like Yusuke, because Yusuke was, started off being like a little shit.
Yusuke's like, he's like a little shit. Yeah, Yuji's more
like, he's just chill. He's like, hey guys,
dorky, fun,
right?
Like, I want to watch movies. I love Jennifer Lawrence.
Exactly.
But he has that Yusuke like street brawler kind of fighting style, which I love.
Yeah.
Panda, of course, fucking Panda.
Panda's so good.
Love Panda. Also another great voice actor. Sada, what was his name? Toto, obvious, super great.
Yeah,
loved him. I think my first controversial pick is Mai in A tier. Apparently, everyone hates her or whatever. Or just doesn't like her.
I don't know.
She's Maki's sister that had the gun.
Maki, are you referring to season 2?
Season 1.
Huh?
Season 1. ...
She didn't leave much of an impression.
Wow. The hate continues.
It's not hate. I just literally don't remember her.
Anyway, she's Maki's sister that was like... the reason I like her so much is because when she first shows up, she's like a bitch and just like attacks Nobara and Yuji and Megumi and is like... Oh no, Yuji's not there because they think he's dead. So she attacks... She shows up with Toto and she attacks Nobara and Megumi, and her and Nobara just have like this fucking bitch off where she's like, "Oh, you look tacky in that," and "Oh, you're a piece of shit." Well, they just go off on each other, and she basically spends the whole half of the season being a bitch to everybody and like shit talking Maki and shit talking Nobara and shit talking everyone in the Tokyo school. And then you find out that she's actually super insecure because she's weaker than Maki. And just wants to like live a normal life, and she's just only doing this because she was afraid that Maki was gonna leave her behind, and she just wants to be with her sister. So she like puts up this whole like front of being this bitchy, uncaring character, but she's actually just very vulnerable.
I'm waiting for you to tell me why she gets an A because you're just telling me
because she's amazing. First off, she looks hot. Second off, she's amazing. I love that. I love the turn. Yeah, she's hot compared to who I'm working with, right? I like the turnaround of her being bitchy and aggressive to actually finding out it's just, again, it's a lot deeper character writing than I'm used to in a shonen, of it just being a front that she's putting up because she's insecure about Maki. I love that twist.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Momo, I think everyone knows why Momo is on A tier. Who knows me?
I roll. Right, moving along.
I like witches.
Oh yeah, that's why.
And I actually have the nature demon. I know you don't remember the nature demon.
I know, I actually do remember the nature demon.
Wow, you remember the nature demon? You don't remember
not at all. To be fair, I don't know. In my mind, I feel like the nature demon probably had a bigger impact on the story as a whole. Probably.
Anyway, I liked his powers,
and the fight scene was amazing.
The fight scene was great.
Yeah.
And I like that they gave the villains personality. That's one thing I do like about the show. Like they actually, when he was alive at the end, I was like, oh, thank God, because I actually want to see him fight again and like grow and get strong. Like I want to see the villains actually get stronger. This is like the first show I watch where I'm like, damn, I wish the villains could catch up to the heroes in the story because they get their ass kicked a lot badly. Like this whole show, or at least this first season, was like the villains aren't very strong compared to the Jujutsu sorcerers. Other than the students, I feel like Gojo could just come in and just solo everybody. So,
yeah.
B tier, I have the demon that's inside Yuji. I forget his name.
Sukuna.
Yeah, Sukuna. He was alright. Just, a demon.
Right, who just very like, I do things for the hell of it.
I'm evil.
Yeah.
Utahime, because she's cute, pretty much. Also she was fun in her little scenes that she had. I have Geto, because he was also fun, but he didn't really do much the first season. I haven't seen the movie.
Right, he's just like, I'm the big bad. And that's it.
I forget this guy's name. Is like Mahito, the other
one. Mahito.
Yeah, he got annoying a bit, but I do like his power, and I like that he's a like ever-present threat. So, give him a B.
Yeah.
My least favorite of the main trio is Megumi by far.
I hate that. I hate that so much. I feel like they and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like they went out their way to like go into his story.
They did. The whole last arc was like his story, but even then I was like, even in his own arc,
right? It didn't feel like it. Right? It didn't feel like it was about him.
It was for him, but it was also like, but Nobara and Yuji have a really cool ass fight, and I care more about that than his backstory.
Like
I don't know, he's just really boring.
Yeah, he doesn't have like his personality just not really there. So if you compare, some people compare like Yuji and Megumi to like Naruto and Sasuke. I'm just like, where?
I think Megumi, it would be like really early Sasuke, like pre even Chunin, like pre whatever when he leaves Sasuke. Like really.
Right, they don't even have like or
but he's
do they even have a rivalry? Do they even have a rivalry?
No, he just chills in the back and is just kind of sulky.
Right. It's very meh.
But he didn't like take up a lot of screen time, which is probably why I wasn't that bothered by him. I was just like, oh yeah, he's on the team, sure.
Right.
Mekamaru, because he's a fucking mech, B tier. Also, I like the conceptual design of like the guy controlling him is like strapped in all these gears and machines and shit in a hot tub or whatever, or in the tub. Obviously my most controversial pick is Maki.
Yeah.
C tier.
How could I feel like, see, so this is when I said I feel like the reason you put her in C tier has to do. It sounds similar to the reason why you put Nobara in S tier, because she's a tomboy, but I feel like she's not your favorite kind of tomboy. I don't know. She's super tomboy, has glasses.
It's not, everyone was like, oh, the glasses. I actually think she's hot. She actually pulls off the glasses. The problem with her is that, like I mentioned earlier, I like that how all the characters in the show have like a lot of depth and like not typical shonen characters. She's totally a typical shonen character. She is the most flat character in this show. She is literally, I'm cool girl with sword or whatever, nunchucks, and I beat people up. That's it. That is her entire character. She has no like weaknesses or vulnerabilities. Her backstory is very generic and boring. Oh, I was like looked down upon, but I rose to the top because I'm really hardworking. Right?
But she didn't even rise to the top. she's super...
Not really, because she seems like she's risen to the top of the fighting chart.
No, she isn't. They literally go out theher way. They go out their way to literally explain like, yeah, she shouldn't be this low class at all. But because
she's really strong. She like. I forgot who it was in Discord was saying it. She's basically Rock Lee, where it's like through like I have no natural talent, but through hard work and effort, I pulled this off. And like I get like that's her character, but the thing that makes Rock Lee good and interesting is that before he does all that, he's still a good, funny, dorky, lovable character. She's not. She's just that. She's just I'm the cool girl who beats everyone up.
I don't know but she's cool. Like, she's not a bitch. Like, she's just cool.
No, she's not a bitch. She's just really flat. It's just I'm the cool girl. That's the and in the series where even Miwa has multiple sides to her personality, it just keeps like do something else. Do something else. Like have another like she has no interactions with anyone. Basically, I didn't remember any interactions she had with Yuji or Megumi or anyone on her team.
All right, well, I mean, that's the way you feel. Fine, you will like her more if you watch the movie, which I super recommend.
I heard that. I will watch the movie, and I heard she gets better in the movie, so we'll see. I just need her to have another side to her personality besides cool girl that beats people up. That's if I can get that, I'll love her. Next her in C tier is voice dude because he literally fucking does nothing except say Samenro.
See, and that makes sense. See, that makes sense. I don't know why she's there, but it makes sense that he's there
because they both about the same extent of their personalities revealed in this. Then we also have Kamo because he literally only had one good moment in the entire series, and it's when they're playing baseball and he's like giving his backstory and gets struck out because he's too busy giving his backstory to pay attention to the game.
I don't remember this character.
Wow. Damn, you need to rewatch season 1. Drew, you need to watch season 1 of guys.
I know the people I should know, that I need to know. Thank you very much.
Man, watch her be the main character the next time. Then we have
oh shit, you go sit there at school?
We have Mei Mei in C tier as well because she also does nothing. Principal I actually like, but he also does nothing really. The other two are just joke characters I just put there. It's the idol that Toto likes and the random handler that was with Yuji in the second arc or in the last arc. And they're just there because they're pretty girls.
Okay.
And then in D tier, which was my absolute worst characters, fucking Volcano Dude. He was just the stupidest demon. I hate him. I can't stand him. He's annoying. Yeah. He's the most generic, boring demon. Old Man, because first off, he looks way too much like what's his name from Bleach.
He does. He
looks just like the guy.
He does. Yes. I feel like when we all saw him, we all had that exact same reaction. I'm like, that's literally just stupid.
And he just is an asshole. And then
is he like the head? Is he like the head of their school?
He's the head of the Kyoto school.
Okay.
The other school, yeah.
Okay.
And then the other guy, the kid that Yuji becomes friends with, that ends up getting killed because he's an idiot. Because he was part of the worst arc in the show. So there we go. That's my tier list for season 1. It'll probably be shifted around when I get to the movie. Ooh. But yeah. Overall, really great season.
Okay.
So we're done with the podcast, right?
Thank you guys so much for coming by. Click. Yeah, thank you for your observations of Jujutsu Kaisen. Now I feel like I'm gonna start watching it again. Maybe not. We'll see. Do you have a favorite fight that you liked? For me,
it was the last fight with Nobara and Yuji fighting the two brothers in the last episode.
Nobara and Yuji. Oh yeah.
Because Nobara actually got to go off,
and that's fair. I think mine was it's either the one with Yuji and I feel like it's a tie between the one with Yuji and Toto. Because the one with Yuji and Toto just felt like not interactive. It just felt like almost like wait, no, that's gonna be spoilers for Final Fantasy 16. If y'all know, y'all know. But you know, them basically just traveling on the branch. It felt like it was like this weird. I was watching like a Sonic show or something. So that was cool. And then I kind of liked the fight with Yuji and Nanami versus Mahito ? And I like that just because it was literally just like a very vicious beating. There wasn't anything cute about it. It wasn't like because you know how like Naruto likes to be like, oh, I'm super flippy, da 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 da. Hot take, I feel like Naruto, like their choreography, it's a little overhyped because it's just like, oh my god, it's
Oh
just
yeah, no,
super
fight choreography
hype, and
in this
it's
show is so good.
yeah, I feel like in Naruto, it's become very like, I don't know, sometimes it's feeling very same. Also, I haven't seen all the fights in Boruto, so I can't say that with like 100% certainty, but just from what I've seen, it's like, okay, it's the same cool kung fu stuff, and this is just very refreshing because they're just like I said, it's very Yu Hakusho. Like they're just beating the shit out of this dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's all the questions I ask about your experience. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Thanks for recommending it, guys.
Mm-hmm. Right, now it is time to start our weekly review. And we are going to start off with Mushoku Tensei Season 8. Season 2, Episode 8, excuse me. Which, yeah, episode of the week.
It is also half of my episode of the week. But yeah, this was actually no, half. We'll do
half. So excuse me, Rudy starts talking to this dude named Cliff. Well, it was classmate Cliff. And Cliff out of nowhere just like, oh my god, I have a crush on Elena. But I got into that fight because they're spreading rumors about her basically being a hoe, and I'm like, girl, it's not the rumor if it's the truth.
He reveals his feelings for Elenice, which is a surprise. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, same. You think a guy like him would just be like, no, I'm into like girls who, I don't know, who don't look like that, who are more meat.
To be fair, I saw Elenice, I'd be also like, oh my god, I want to marry her. So it's understandable.
Mm-hmm. Yep. In the same way, if I was like, I want to be her friend very badly, and maybe she can give me tips on how to be a hoe. What was funny was Elena's reaction, because we were all thinking that she's gonna be like, like, yes, more meat, more man meat. But then no, she was actually very respectful about it. She was, brought Rudy to the side, and she was like, hey girl, like someone like him, I know he wants to like be with me, but are like, the curse, that's kind of like, can't just be with him. I kind of have to be with a lot of people. But yeah, no, she was very like, okay, I'll just let him down, I guess. Let's just be very respectful about it. Like I said, I was just surprised that she was just she wasn't like mocking him or being like a bitch about it.
She didn't pump and dump him.
Like, this is what I mean. Like that's why Elena is like, damn, I'm so mad that she's literally just my favorite character now, because she is everything that I see myself. It's like I'm a hoe, but I'm a hoe with a conscience. I'm not gonna be some awful person.
Yeah, I love that she's actually also like just her and Rudy in general having their little like she grabbed him, pulled him aside, and was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
This is bad.
Oh yeah, when she opens, she's like, okay, how much are you paying? I was like, damn, now you calling him a pimp. That is wild.
Yeah, but it's nice to see that she doesn't cause the drama. She's just here for the sex and to be as nice about it as possible.
Period. But then, second plot twist, they end up dating next scene. I'm like, wait, what? Like, first of all, she's like, how many years old? Like,
no, she's an elf, so she's probably like 200 years old.
Right. I'm like, she's like a lot older than you. sure, but
that gilf.
I guess so. And then he was like, "Yeah, I guess I'm okay with her." I wish they would have. I wish they would have emphasized more of the fact that he's okay with her curse.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
in the manga panels that showed Drew. There was a little scene where they could easily add it. It was just like literally a line, but
Yeah.
He's basically like, "Oh no, I'm fine with her, sleeping around as long as she only cares about me or like has me in her heart." So I mean, it just goes to show how like genuinely like sincere Cliff is with his feelings towards her, which I think is nice.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a wholesome romance in the show.
Right.
In a show like Mushoku Tensei.
It is actually nice. And I feel like because you said that,
You think some drama's gonna happen?
not drama, probably just like circumstances, or she's like, "All right, gotta go, bye," or he dies. Like,
I hope not.
yeah, same. Rudy is in the middle of all the animal people shenanigans because everyone is apparently having heat. Which is ironic because my friend's animals are also having heat, which is why one of them peed on me.
Hey.
So yeah, I was like, oh, that's great. I remember I got up from the bed, I was like, why am I wet? Fun fact, I didn't realize that cats don't they don't pee like dogs.
Oh no, they don't.
Yeah, and then my friend told me, he was like, yeah, remember, he was like, yeah, they have retractable penises. I was like, it's like I don't commit cat penis facts memory.
Maybe you should.
Maybe I should. Yeah, I would have avoided this, but he like the cat, he just like literally just sat on me and then just left, and that was that. That's what it looked like.
Man, cats love you.
No. His cat does love me. His cat avoids him.
Yeah, I see that.
And literally
marking you.
exactly. Yo, that has I feel like my friend was like kind of jealous, kind of not. He's like I don't. He's like I don't. I was like right. I was like, are you saying you want to be peed on too? Like that's kind of crazy. He's like, no, I don't want the cat to pee on me. But I'm just like, damn, you don't even look at me, but he wants to be around you and pees on you. That's funny. But anyways, yes, back to Mushoku Tensei. The animal people, they and the way they are in heat, they fight for the right to be betrothed to other people or to date them or to mate with them, or I've heard the exact term they use. And
to throw them.
Sure. And Linnea and Persenia are very popular. So much popular that because Rudius, like they're part of Rudius's pack, everyone's lining up to fight him for them. And he's trying to hide from everybody for obvious reasons. And then this mysterious big bada purple daddy just beats them onto submission, and we find out that it's a demon king.
Yes, Big Daddy Demon King.
Big Daddy Demon Kings. I was joking telling them all. I'm just like, usually this dude is like, because he's purple and it has like all the arms and stuff. I'm like, this is kind of going away from what I'm usually into when it comes to bottom end, but he'll do. He'll do.
Before that, there was actually a little scene with Sophie, where she tells them, like, "Oh, there's one girl out there waiting for you," and Andrew gets all excited. He's like, "Oh my god, is she cute?" And Sophie just gives him a side eye. And it's like, "Oh, okay,
I see, right? I see. That's how you are."
I'm like, you get upset at this. You didn't get upset when you had the Beast Girls title in his room. Like, this is what sets you off.
You can only fight me in combat, senpai.
Mm.
So yeah, and this Demon King was also the Demon Loli's fiance. I forgot what her name is.
Kishirika Kirisu. How could you forget the best character's name, Drew? The main character of Mushoku.
Right, Demon Loli.
Mm-hmm.
So it's weird that Rudy mentioned the man god, and he's just like, "How do you know that name?" And then he's like, "Oh, she's named Dreams." And it's like there's almost like I can't tell if it's like a poker face or this demon just doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I'm pretty sure he knows. He just doesn't want to say
Right,
anything.
it's giving it right. It feels like it's a poker face almost.
Yeah.
Because he just really kind of just moves along that one. Oh, yeah, haha, whatever. And then
like, totally ignores the topic.
Right, and then he stopped laughing when he mentioned what was the Dragon King,
the Dragon God,
God, and then he was like,
I'm like, Rudy, stop name dropping people before you get yourself killed again.
And then he was like, "Yeah, hit me as hard as you can. If I explode, no, he said if you wound me, you win."
Yeah, he definitely wounded him.
Yeah, he was like, I'm thinking it's gonna be like this dramatic like clash scene where eventually he like hurts him a little bit or just doesn't hurt him at all. Girl, he blew that motherfucker in two.
Blew him back. He just
literally blew like everything from the waist up gone. Like just completely obliterated.
Yeah. So he won.
Yay. And then Demon was like, my turn. Bong. But I still feel like that wasn't part of the game, but okay. I think you were just mad. I think you were just
he just wanted a revenge.
Yeah, I think you're just mad because you got blown apart by Rudy. Which, fair. Fair. Was anything else happening in the episode? Was that it?
No, it kind of ended with the guy joining the class.
Yes, he joined as a teacher with that bustling up shirt, and I was just like,
yeah, he doesn't have this shirt that has 6 arm sleeves.
And this is one of those weird moments where I'm just like, moments like this, it's sexier when he has clothes on somehow.
Really?
Like I like the print of it. I like the print of his body through the shirt.
Through the shirt, like just like the busting.
Yes.
Shirt buttons and shit.
Right. Even though it's like kind of almost comical because obviously the shirt that really doesn't fit. But
you need to bring that up with his fiance, Drew. I don't think she'll appreciate you eyeing her man.
No, please don't steal my eyes or kill me.
Yeah.
Funny,
I'm sure that's a very unique sex life that they have.
And then random, well, not so random tangent. One thing that made me even like I already told you how like going back to Jujutsu Kaisen real quick. I already like reinforced how like Nanami was like hot because X, Y, and Z. There's a cosplayer, and mind you, like he's conventionally attractive, total gym head, works out like crazy, whatever. Let me tell you, I really could not give 2 shits about any of his cosplays, and I hope it doesn't feel like they're all good. I just don't care about them. When he puts on that Nanami one, like I'm just like, oh my god, this is this is the hottest cosplay I've ever seen. Because then he puts on the suspenders. He does this one thing where it's like the first 2 buttons are like unbuttoned, and he like takes the tie, wraps it around, and like pulls it. In the bit, I'm just like, oh my god, yo, that shit is so hot. Yo, that is the hottest shit. I like watch it like once a month just to be like,
get out of your system.
Right, get it out of my system and be like, okay, that was great. Time to move on. But yeah, I say all that to say that's another example of where like yes, him having more clothes on him, especially for that cosplayer, is like, yes, that is for me. That is him at his sexiest, even though I've seen him with his shirt off multiple times.
Understandable.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the fun interaction with the Demon King at this school. Apparently, they just let anyone teach.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yep.
I mean, he is the king, so I'd be like, if he just probably walks in, they're like, oh, yep, whatever you say, sir.
Yep. Don't blow us up. Thanks.
He did kill half the student population.
He didn't kill them. He just beat them all up.
Well, he beat the shit out of them.
Right. All right. Up next, we have Undead Girl Murder Farce. Episode 8.
We have another famous legend character to add to the list of the cast.
I mean, he was already there.
Was he? Did they mention him before? I don't remember them mentioning him before.
Yeah, they didn't call him Jack the Ripper, but they definitely said the word Jack. I was like, he's okay. Well, I was like, I don't think it's Jack from the Titanic.
Could have been Jack and the Beanstalk. You don't.
Okay, girl.
They killed my girl.
Yo, rip her team up, right?
She died horribly.
Damn, like she literally got she literally got turned into like a Thanksgiving ham. The fuck?
Yeah, they sliced her up and like decapitated. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ! There was like one shot where her head is just like severed on the floor. I'm like, oh,
right, and you just see her body literally looking like a plate on Christmas Day. Like, I had to like watch. Well, no, did I go back and watch it? I did have to go back and watch it because I'm just like, wait, what just happened to her? Because the way her body came apart was just so like, it literally just looked like baloney. I almost felt like
they put her through the slicer, the fucking meat slicer.
Right, it looked like she was like turning into a Picasso. Like, I don't know. I thought they were like, at first I thought like his power is just like, oh, does he does like some kind of like breaking the fourth wall type ish? But maybe he did. Maybe he just killed her. Like normally, I don't know.
Can't have one cute girl on this show. Really, you gotta treat her like that. You gotta bring out the gore for this.
Damn, like her of all people, not to kill the black girl.
She did not deserve it. She didn't deserve that.
She really didn't. All she was trying to do was kind of fight. What's his face?
Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera is here.
Or not, bitch, because after that they were like, "Oh, girl, we gotta." him and Lupin were like, "We gotta jet,
bounce,
right? Like the gem is not worth our lives. This is officially above our pay grade." And Carmilla, we learn she has there's actually was getting 2-pieced by Suzuka. Or is Suzuku?
Fuck, now I'm questioning it. I get what you mean though.
Shizuku, excuse me. She's getting 2-pieced by Shizuku, and then she was like, here comes my super sexy toxin, which I thought you would appreciate. Like,
I did. It was a very sexy fight.
Right.
Which, by the way, fast forwarding to the end when Shizuka comes in the room and she's all like fucking disheveled and her clothes are half ripped up, and then what's his face?
Yes, gives him a look and she like covers up herself.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, are they fucking next episode?
They are definitely not. Like, what she?
Could be a hate fuck.
I doubt it. I think it's gonna wear off by then. I think she'd rather fuck Carmilla before she fucks Suguru. Yeah, that was a thing. And then basically they revealed like the true plan of Moriarty, which they said to just make Jack the Ripper into a chimera, quote unquote. Which I'm just like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's as good a plan as any. I guess it makes sense why they're like tying all these myths together.
Exactly, because he kind of just wants them all.
Yeah, I give him credit for not overcomplicating it. I was like, oh yeah, we just want to make a really strong chimera. Oh, all right, sure.
Yep.
Makes sense.
I mean, he's already strong because the kind of fucked up Sugaru,
Mm-hmm.
but it was Sugaru who had the last laugh
Yes.
because he cut out the pocket and stole back the diamond. Which I like that. I like that. I was like, at the end of the day, it's so good. And that's why. And see, most like that, it's just like, because I feel like there every now and then I feel like the moment where I'm just like, oh, okay, so good, you do the whole thing where you're, a troll, blah blah, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it feels a little less impactful, but then he does shit like this. I'm just like, okay, you're cool again.
No, you saved the day.
Yeah, I guess it's fine. You redeemed yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was really cool. I liked how this episode concluded. I feel like it concluded on a somewhat happy note. I think.
Yes. Yeah, as happy as it's gonna get.
Right, because I'm like, didn't the bad guys didn't they say Jack also held up to the sky so they might know, and which is like, well, they didn't steal it because they were worth a lot of money. So dot dot dot.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we'll see what happens with that. Oh, so wait, one last thing before we move on. The one quote that I thought from Shizuku that was so amazing was when she was fighting Carmilla, and then Carmilla said something like, "Oh yeah," she like fights off Carmilla. She's like, "Damn you!" And I was being gentle with you too. And she said, and I quote, "I'm used to someone who's far more experienced than you." I said, "Oh."
Yeah, she's getting head, if you know what I mean.
She said, "I wait. What did you say?"
She's getting head.
Oh, gross. I mean, I'm like, not the head was so good. She said, "I'm gonna be your servant." That's insanity.
I need that backstory in the next episode.
Period. Okay. Said, "I'm used to someone who's far more experienced than you." I said, "She's like, I know that's right." That was a great line. That was like my favorite line of this entire episode, hands down.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
All right. Good episode. Can't wait for the start of the last arc. And up next, we have. We don't have Dekiru Meko this week because they delayed the episode to next week, so that's not here today. We do have Dark Gathering.
So
Dark Gathering episode 8.
And this is the other half of my episode of the week.
Soccer.
Because we finally got the missing pieces. We got our other opening character.
Right.
At episode 8.
At episode 8.
Well, to be fair, it's 24 episodes, so I guess that's fair. We still got plenty of time.
Yeah, that is true.
Not to be confused with the other eye that has stars in her eyes.
That's funny. Yeah, she's a clumsy Gyaru named I. I like this episode at the beginning. Like the beginning was really cute. You got to get a taste of her character. And we get to see Keiotaro like actually being
actually do tutoring.
Right, like and being like confident about it. Making it like a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
And good on.
Although this episode did make me want donuts because those fucking donuts look delicious.
Yeah, I was watching that Netflix show Nailed It, and the way I went to the nearest bodega and got honey bun because I guess that's the closest thing I could get to cake, kinda. Oh no, I do have a strawberry shortcake, but I'll eat that tomorrow. Yeah. Anyways, by the way, I would not be wagering my food Well,
No, that's not love.
or
I would against her because
or which rather I would say I would wager like you're like maximum amount where this game we're doing is like 10, and that's if I'm not hungry.
yeah, I will wager 5.
Right,
Just
right.
a
I was thinking
5.
5, but he sounded like it looked like he had so many.
Yeah, it looked like he had like 20.
Right,
Like,
and then she was just so not smart that he just ate them all. Sorry, not so good at studying. Right.
yeah, I mean, you could say not smart.
No. No child left behind. No eye left behind.
No eye left behind.
Oh my god, wait, that's the title. No eye left behind.
Excellent. But yeah, we got to see more of her personality, or her personality being very upbeat and optimistic and woo. But that's only because she's covering for the fact that she's very unlucky in a tragic sense.
Yeah, her background story actually made me really sad.
Yeah, just walking home one day and then the old construction site crane falling on top of your brother.
Yeah. Gets him every time.
Yeah. Damn.
Although my eyes rolled when he was saying his final words. I'm like, girl, can you just die like a normal person?
Your lungs should be crushed right now.
Right, not some, oh, don't be sad. I hate when you cry. No, what you mean is, oh god, ah, Tasket that, like, I don't want to die, like stuff that normal people would say.
What are you talking about? You don't have your final words memorized to recite on command as you're dying?
Right. I guess it didn't hurt that much.
Onii-chan, you're fine. Get up. And then yeah, of course, he takes her to see Yayoi to get exercised, and Yayoi ends up sealing one of the ghosts, but it is not the. Well, I guess this episode like a double plot twist.
Yeah,
which I appreciated because she ends up sealing the little kid ghost, thinking that's the one that's causing her pain and trouble, and it ends up being the brother was trying to kill her.
Yep.
But then it turns out the brother was killing her because the little kid was trying to marry her. And now that the brother's gone, there's no one stopping him from just being a creepy ass little kid god.
Yeah, and also being a creepy ass kid god, you attract all types of nasties. And I guess the brother was keeping them away.
Yeah, basically. That's why she had to live there for 2 months, which was like right around the time her brother died. So he was keeping her safe. But now Yayoi has to keep her safe.
Yay! Because apparently the god was so, like, the energy is like on 10, and all the ghosts are like, what's that? What's that? Which my thing is like, okay, I would literally talk to the guy and be like, okay, God, if you're going to like spare her away at 20, fine, whatever. I'm not fighting you on that. However, can you like keep her protected? No. Protect her? Keep her safe?
I like that the god cares about like the age of consent. He's like, no, I can't do it now. Has to be when she's 20. She has to be proper marriageable age in the god realm.
Yeah, something tells me that's just like a weird god thing.
Like, yeah, like some weird hang up. Like she has to be 20. I can't do 18. Can't do 19. 20.
20. Why? I like 20.
I like 20. And it ends on somewhat of a cliffhanger with Keitaro stupidly going to the bathroom and running into a ghost.
Stupidly.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go real quick right before.
Yeah, Yayoi just tells me. By the way, there's a bunch of like evil, bad, big ghosts coming in. So, oh really? I better use the bathroom by myself real quick.
Girl, I'm peeing outside the house.
Yeah.
And we just have to hope that the cops don't catch me.
Yeah. Also, I liked Aiko's little 5-second cameo. She just gets called in.
Right, and then she's like, Oh, because I was here because Yaoi told me, and Yaoi made up me covered for her. I'm just like, not them, not in a way enabling this awful yandere manipulation bullshit. That is so wild.
It is.
Mm-mm. Plot
I'm looking forward to
twist.
seeing where this goes.
Plot twist. Plot twist. Aiko's dead. Aiko's been dead, and like a really powerful ghost has just been possessing her because of Kei's sensibility, like his sensitivity to ghosts, and she's like, ah, I just want you for my own.
Maybe.
That's my little.
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna say Yayoi had died. The powerful ghost was possessing her because she did get in a car accident.
Oh, that makes just as much sense. Maybe more. Maybe a little more. Maybe a little more sense, even.
But yeah, this is the point of the story where it genuinely starts getting a bit more creepy. So
I mean, I could figure because the way the guy was just chilling there eating some girl's intestines. I'm like, are these real intestines they're eating? Like, what does any of this mean?
I think it's the kind of like never-ending intestines. This girl that's tied up just has like a really long intestinal tract.
I really hope that's not like his wife, his last wife. I hope that's
his ex-wife.
Right. Let's hope not.
Yes, we got spooky, scary times ahead of us.
All right. Next we have Masamune's Revenge R, episode 8. Whew. Well.
So it looks like it's gonna be.
Yeah, it looks like you. No, wait, no, because I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it.
It's jinxing at this point. I mean, it's all but like in our face.
Because I want it to be because I feel like Hoshino carries all the hopes of all the best girls and every romance series who ever got shafted for the not as interesting or fun main girl. Oh yeah, female MC. Like, is she literally going to be the Yui I've always wanted?
It seems like it. I'll give them credit if they do pull it off and make her like the main like winner of the main character bowl.
Winner of the main character bowl.
Winner of the main character bowl. I do like Aki though. It's just that Yoshino's better.
Right? Yeah, Akino's not bad. Like, Aki's not bad at all. Like, she definitely got so much better as time went on.
But yeah, they just don't really match each other, like Aki and Masamune.
Yes.
I always said Yoshino has better, like, chemistry.
Right, and I always agree, and I agreed. Just but you understand why I'm hesitant to, just because that makes sense. Does not mean
it always happens like that in these shows where it's like, oh, this other character has way more chemistry and better like romantic relationship with the main character. Oh well, too bad she loses. Main character's gonna go for main girl.
Right. Oh my god.
The Yui effect.
The Yui effect. Like, oh god. And just, oh my god, so much happened between the two of them this episode. Literally, where he's like trying to pick her up. Why does she clock him with brass knuckles?
To defend herself.
From what exactly? And then we do like the whole thing with like the whole little gremlins. That's I call Aki's posse, the gremlins.
Yeah. Fan club.
Yeah, fan gremlins. They ask Aki about Masamune, and she's just like, yeah, I have to think about this, blah 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 blah. And then Gaso runs into her, and she's like, yeah, you need to really think about it and think how you feel and think and And we do find out this episode that she realizes that that note was about her.
Yeah. So
I mean, I don't know how
how
when her name's not mentioned in it, but
anime logic.
Right.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not thinking too hard about it at all. But sure. But yeah, I think the moment where I finally was like, can I let my guard down about their happy ending was when, and I thought about this too, when they was carrying her. I was like, why hasn't he said anything about, the whole breakout shit?
Yeah, when he grabbed her, and I was thinking that he was gonna break out.
I was like, huh, isn't she gonna break out? And then he was like, I didn't break out. And I was just like, oh my god, is this hope? And then he hugged her like that. I was like, oh my god, is this hope?
And then he's literally like, I've always had more fun with you than I've ever had with.
And then she's like, I should never gone out with Aki. I was like, first of all, when he said that out loud, I was like, wow, that's kind of actually really fucked up of you to say in front of Yoshino. Like, she kind of works for your girlfriend right now. She kind of works with your girlfriend. You kind of put her in an awful position. Awful.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks for her.
And then, of course, like to rub the salt in the wound. When she gets home with her foot, Aki's like, no, let me treat you like this fucking Jesus parable.
Yeah. Oh, really using Jesus allegories with Masamune-kun.
Right. I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Let me wash your feet.
And then I think it's after the credits. I think he's having some dream about her. Yo, he is sprung on Yoshino.
Understandable, because she is fantastic.
Yes, and I want everyone to realize that yes, just because I don't like her in her maid outfit like at all does not mean she's not best girl.
True. The only thing I'm afraid of is at this point I don't think he's gonna end up with Aki at all. The only thing I'm afraid of is he ends up with no one, and they just do like the whole like we all went our separate ways ending, or like we all stayed friends and we all just were like we realized friendship was the real treasure at the end of the
have sex. No. Yeah, that would be that'd be blab, but also understandable. But this is anime. We don't want understandable.
Yeah, I want entertaining, not understandable.
Period. Yeah, no, it was. I enjoyed this episode.
Me too.
This has been a pretty good season. I'm not gonna lie. I think the beginning. I think the beginning was like okay. Weak. Yeah, the opening was definitely weak, but like. I feel like once we got back from Paris, that's when shit was real good. Not Paris being the weak part. All right. Last but not least, we have Helck.
Yes.
Helck, episode 7,
which did not feature Helck at all.
That literally for 1 second.
Oh, I'm sorry, that 1 second.
Yeah.
Vermilio and Helck had like a total of what 12 seconds of screen
time. So I guess you find out this is very like, I guess, exposition-y, world building.
Oh yeah, heavy exposition.
Which was it was okay because I watched this episode with my breakfast, so.
Yeah, I didn't mind it too much because it was just like it was easy to sit through, surprisingly, even though it was just them sitting and talking for like the whole episode. It didn't feel too bad to watch.
Yeah, at all. Why. Yeah, it didn't. Like the most action was literally at the beginning where the archers kill their own people. But then we would find out that that's because they can be resurrected. And I guess with each resurrection, they're gonna get stronger and stronger. because they're gonna
until they get the real hero level.
Right. And then when we see them teleport back to Human King, I'm just like, yeah, I don't think the Human King is really giving human, but okay. Don't think he's not giving human.
Doesn't feel very human to me.
Yeah, for a Human King, he doesn't feel human. But yeah, no. I put in my notes like, yeah, as you said, it has very easy to understand world building.
Yeah, very straightforward.
Yeah, like they really broke it down and said, let's explain this in like not crazy layman like in layman terms, and we're gonna have pictures and like, this is their.
Maybe that's why. Yeah,
exactly.
Just, like, pictures and shit.
Here's us. Here's all these quadrants of people attacking us, and from rank the threats from triple S to like F, and there's all these ranks, and this is these are the bad people, or these are the human forces, and here are their respective ranks. The end. We get in. If they keep reincarnating, they're gonna be stronger than triple S ranking. So gotta do something about that. And I was like, oh, okay. Simple enough.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, and then they make their plan, which is basically just to kill the Human King. And I'm like, simple yet effective. But apparently they're having like a separate war with another human kingdom to the north. Like
there's another war going on.
Yeah, and these people are coming from the east, I believe. So yeah, that's what was like a good job of like breaking down of like where we're at, what's going on, and where are the characters going from here.
Yeah, and it established all of basically their plans and everything. I did like seeing a bit more of the other characters besides the main, I guess, 4 that we have. So like getting to see Itzy and her sister communicate and stuff. They got a little bit of character building.
Yeah, I also love when Hyura isn't like, like I like seeing that shell melt off when she's like speaking nice.
Yeah, like they have really cute moments together.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's cute. Like you're not just like tsundere bitch, like that.
And I think though my favorite scene was just the
yeah.
I love the bird.
So the bird is just like, oh yeah, here's all day. And they're like, she's like telling him hurry up, and he's like, okay, I'm hurrying, and just throws that letter and the wand, like, girl. Nizar rolled a piece of parchment and said, yes, this is
firewood.
Right. Also, I don't know why Vermilion is like not use like girl. If you don't like that,
She wanted to not use her power.
Girl, you're not using your power to cook the fucking stew. You're acting like you're doing everything with your powers. Like
I don't feel like using my powers today. Whatever.
That was so stupid because it's like if you're only using your power just to light the pot, you've done 90% of everything else with your fingers. Like, shut up. Shut up. You're not proving anything to anyone. As a matter of fact, that's like a bad plot reason for...
It is, but it's funny, so I'll allow
it. I guess. Alright, that is it for Helck. That is it for our weekly reviews. And I believe that is the end of our podcast episode. Honey, please take us away.
Guys, if you enjoyed this week's episode of the Waifu podcast, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you catch every episode as they go up. If you haven't already, do follow us over on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, and join the party in our Discord, all linked in the description down below. If you'd like, you can even join us for our weekly live watches. We're going to go back to watching Jujutsu Kaisen once it starts next week, and we're also watching Mushoku Tensei. You can do that by becoming a channel member or patron. So, Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
You know it's so crazy?
What?
I definitely had something to say at the end. I said I'm gonna say this at the end because I'm always kind of just saying shit off the fly, and I actually had something and I completely forgot it. So I guess that's what I'm saying at the end. My admitting that I forgot what I was gonna say at the end.
And if you guys didn't forget what to say, we'll see you all next time. This has been Sobroni, and
Doobie-doo.
we'll catch y'all later. Later.
Bye.